assume ourselves as a business. Every transaction I'm going to record assuming myself as a business. And for a business, always the cash is important. The cash is the prior thing which is very much important for every businessman. Okay, now first one, initial investment. Initial investment we call as what?
Capital.
Capital. So here, now when the business has been started, what we call it as? Cash is coming in or going out?
Going out, ma'am.
Business, we have to start a business means cash will go out, or else cash will come into the business.
Comes in.
Comes in. So it should be on which side?
Debit side.
Debit side.
Cash.
Yes.
Capital account.
Yeah. First transaction. Cash account debit to
Capital account.
So how much is the amount? 1 lakh. And to capital account. It is also 1 lakh.
1
So
lakh.
we are going to call here being
Business started or commenced.
Yeah. That's it. Now next one, what is the next transaction?
Open the bank account by depositing.
Opened a bank account by depositing a cash. So pick the two important words. Non-commerce students, they should answer me first. Non-commerce students, pick the two important words from the transaction. You people are not here to view some cinema or a serial. You are in the class. So it's very important you should answer. Answer చేయకుండా నాకు రాలేదు అర్థం కాకూడదు. I does not accept that one. You have to answer. It's must.
Bank depositing.
Yeah, bank depositing. So into the bank, what we deposit?
Cash.
Cash. So what are the two words? Bank and
Bank and cash.
Yeah, right. Okay. So transaction, how it is going to be?
Bank account data. Cash account. Cash account data to bank account, ma'am.
Cash to bank ఎట్లా వస్తుందనా? Correct. Cash bank, they are correct. I will not say it's wrong.
Cash deposit చేస్తాం కదా మ్యామ్ బ్యాంక్ లో.
కదా cash deposit చేస్తున్నాము. ఎక్కడ deposit చేస్తున్నాము?
Bank.
Where we are Nikita, where are you? Again you went into the mute mode.
Ma'am, I'm there.
You should be. What did I said? Non-commerce students, it's must that you should answer. Adi right or wrong అనేది నేను చెప్తాను. Only Nikita is the one who is non-commerce. Rest all are commerce students. I should assume that I should move on. Once again, I'm telling non-commerce students should be on the top. Commerce students, they can do it any cost. I know it. They will do it. So we are depositing what?
Cash.
Cash we are depositing correct nana. మరి క్యాష్ డిపాజిట్ చేసినప్పుడు నేను ఉన్నది నాది బిజినెస్. నేను డిపాజిట్ చేస్తుంది ఎక్కడ? బ్యాంక్ లో కదా. మరి అలాంటప్పుడు హౌ కెన్ యూ సే దట్ క్యాష్ ఈజ్ ఆన్ డెబిట్ సైడ్? మై క్యాష్ ఈజ్ యాక్చువల్లీ గోయింగ్ అవుట్, isn't it?
Okay, ma'am.
I said bank account to
Understood
cash.
now? Yeah, my cash is actually going from the business. My cash is actually going out. So what goes out should be on which side now?
Credit side.
Yeah, cash should be on the credit side. So obviously migilde enti? What is the leftover
Bank.
part? Bank. So we'll put it in which side?
Bank
Debit
account
side.
data Cash account.
Yeah, that's it. Is this clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Salma, you are also non-commerce
Yes.
only?
Yes, ma'am.
Then it's okay, good. So bank account debit, how much we are depositing? Half of the
50,000.
amount, and 50,000 we are depositing because it is safe to keep in the bank. So that's why we are keeping in the bank. To
Cash account.
cash account. So what is the narration we'll write? Being cash deposited
Cash
into bank.
deposited into bank.
So being cash.
Deposit.
Man, commerce students, you are going to message me your answer. Commerce students are going to message me in the chat box. Non-commerce students are going to shout. They are going to give me the replies. And commerce students are going to give me the replies in the chat box. Yeah, what is the next transaction?
Purchased machinery by check.
Purchased machinery by check. Yeah, please tell me to pick the two words again. Pick the two important words again.
Machinery by check. Machinery and check,
Machinery
madam.
and check. Right. Now, machinery is the one. Please, the people non-commerce students, you are going to have a rough notes beside you. So that you write how many words you picked out. You should write at a side. So machinery is the one word, and a check. Check means bank. Check means
Bank.
bank. So these two things we have picked it. Now tell me, machinery we are purchasing or we are selling? We are purchasing, we are selling it.
Purchase.
Purchasing, ma'am.
So that means machinery is coming in or going out.
Comes in.
Coming
So that's
in.
why it should be debited or credited.
Debit.
So machinery I have written on the debit side. Now leftover part I'm going to write on which side now?
Credit side.
Credit
Yeah.
side.
So what is the credit side we'll write? To
Bank.
Bank account.
right. Is this clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So simply what is that we are going to write a narration? Being
Machinery purchased by check.
purchased by check. Payment
Check.
will say. I'm writing only here. That's it. Yeah. What is the next one? Please check it up.
Machinery
Machinery installed
installation
expenses by
paid in
check.
cash.
Sorry, cash.
Yeah. Machinery installation expenses paid by cash. You said no. So
Cash.
pick that again. Important words.
Machinery expenses cash.
Machinery expenses and a cash. Okay, fine. So here now what I'm going to do, this is a perfect example of cost concept, Nana. This is a perfect example of cost concept. I always say that here whenever an asset is purchased, I used to give, like when I was telling you example explanation about a cost concept, in that I told you, like when we are purchasing a television or a refrigerator, usually those things will not come. Meghna, it's reverse entry we should write. So that machinery should not come, they'll not come flying. So we have to get it. So for that one, what we'll do, we'll hire a auto or a people who are going to come and install that particular asset at my home, right? So for that one, we have to pay some charges. So what did I say? Whatever the charges we pay for installing the asset at our home also, that amount also we will add to the asset. అని చెప్పానా లేదా? ఏదైనా ఒక రెఫ్రిజిరేటర్ కొన్నాము, సో దాని ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ కోసం అక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ తీసుకురావడానికి ఆటో ఫేర్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ 2000 అయింది. సో ఇప్పుడు నేనేం చెప్పాను, 33 అసెట్ వాల్యూ రెఫ్రిజిరేటర్ వాల్యూ అయితే 2000 యాడ్ చేస్తే యూ విల్ టెల్ అస్ 33 ఆర్ 35 అని అడిగాను. సో ఇట్స్ 35 we call it, isn't it? The same is applied here, ma. So this is a perfect example of a cost concept wherein machinery first మనం కొనింది 25,000, but that machinery has to be brought to organization, then it has to be installed. Installation means what? దాన్ని కరెక్ట్ గా ప్రాపర్ ఫ్లక్స్ కి అటాచ్ చేయడము, ప్రాపర్ గ్రౌండ్ కి ఫిక్స్ చేయము, ఎక్కడ కూడా పడకుండా. ఇఫ్ దీస్ ఆల్ థింగ్స్ విల్ బి డన్ బై ద మెకానికల్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ అ లేబర్ అన్నమాట. So for that one we have to pay some amount. So how much they have paid it since ma? Through cash 5,000. How much they paid? 5,000. That e 5,000 kuda it should go back to where? Machinery only, no? Because machinery value పెరిగిపోయిందా? ఇప్పుడు అసెట్ 25,000 కి వచ్చినట్ట 30,000 కి వచ్చినట్ట
30.
30.
సో దట్ ఈస్ వాట్. సో హౌ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్, లెట్ మీ టెల్ యూ. సో అంటే ఇది కూడా మెషినరీకి వెళ్ళిపోవాలి. ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ విల్ నాట్ రైట్ సపరేట్. ఓకే, సో మెషినరీ అకౌంట్ డెబిట్ 5,000 to
Cash account.
cash account. We are going to write 5,000. So this is the way, ma. So here we are going to write as being machinery installation charges paid. Like this we will write. Okay, and one more entry I'm telling for this one only. I'm telling you one more entry. So see here how I can write it. On a 4th, I'm mentioning a date 4. I said no, we'll add to the same asset account and Japan kada. So total asset value will make 30,000 ma. And here I'm going to write through a bank how much I'm paying. Through a bank I am paying 25,000. Through bank I am paying how much? 25,000. And through cash account I am paying how much? 5,000. So like this we are going to write. Clubbed entry also you can write if you can. Being machinery purchased and payment paid by check and installation charges by cash. Like this we can write it. Is this clear, ma? So on what date I have written, just check it up. On what date I have written? 4th, because on 4th the transaction is completed. So on the 4th I have done it. So from here till here, these all are the same transactions. From here till here, the transactions are same. Okay, so this total transaction is the same. Okay, you just keep it up as an important point. Yeah, now move on to the next one. Machinery installation is
Goods
done.
purchased from Jane.
Jatin. Goods purchased from Jatin. Pick the two important words now. Pick the two important words.
Goods purchases Jatin.
Goods purchased and a Jatin. And I always keep on shouting from few days. Purchases always stands on
Debit side.
debit side. So Jatin ekkada esestam inka.
Credit side.
That's it. So what we are going to write here?
Purchases account.
Purchases account debit.
Debtor to
How much is the amount? 18,000. To who is left over?
Jatin account.
Jatin account.
ఇక్కడ జైన్ అని
Jaina, Jatina. Oh, Jaina.
జైన్
Okay, okay. ఇందాక క్లాస్ లో జతిన్ అంటే ఐ వాజ్ ఆల్సో థింకింగ్ ద సేమ్ జతిన్. Being goods purchased.
from Jane.
Yeah, it's up to Avish. We can write or not. Leave it. Next one. What is the next transaction, ma?
Cash sales.
Cash sales. Unnave rendu words. Cash and sales. Only Nikita is answering. The rest all. Salma, where you went again?
Yes, ma'am.
So, sales and a cash. Only two words are there. Now tell me. Say purchases always stands on debit, I said. So obviously
Debit
sales
side.
always stands on
Credit
Sale.
side.
credit. So what is the leftover part now? Two words.
Cash.
Cash. So sales, if it comes on a credit, cash will go to the
Debit.
Debit.
over.
Debit.
Okay. So how we are going to write now?
Cash account data to sales account.
Yeah, right. So cash account debit. How much is the
To
value?
Data.
8,000 only, no?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
To sales account.
To sales account.
8,000 here again. So what we are going to call?
Being cash sales.
Yeah. Sold for cash. Like this also we can write. It's up to our wish. Okay. Yeah. Please move on to the next one.
Goods withdrawn by Narendra.
Goods withdrawn by Narendra.
Ma, here now comes the important part. So goods withdrawn by Narendra. Narendra is a person who in whose books we are writing the entries, isn't it? So that means he is the owner actually. So I said I was keep on telling you people when owner is in the giving position, if he gives the amount, we call him as a capital because we said to the owner we give two names. One is the capital, one is the
Drawing.
drawings. Good. So one is the capital, one is the drawings, I said. So here, when owner gives us the money, I said it is a capital. But owner is taking in return, it becomes what?
Drawings.
It becomes what? Drawings. So now that is what we have to write. And remember, capital always will be on which side? Just see first entry and tell.
Credit side.
Yeah. Capital always stays on credit. So drawings always will be on the
Debit side.
debit side because capital means he is giving. But drawings means he is taking. So
Taking.
always he will be on which side? Drawings
Credit
always
side.
will be on the drawings
Debit
always
side.
will be on the debit. D for debit, D for debit, D for drawings, D for debit. Okay. Drawings always will be on the
Debit.
Debit side.
capital C. C for capital, C for credit. Capital always will be on the
Credit side.
Credit side.
so drawings,
Debit side.
drawings,
Debit side.
capital,
Credit side.
Credit side.
purchases,
Debit side.
sales,
Credit
Credit
side.
side.
Credit side.
capital,
Credit side.
Credit side.
purchases,
Debit side.
Debit side.
drawings.
Debit
Debit
side.
side.
Debit
Fine?
side.
Is it okay now? It's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, so what did I say? Drawings always will be on the
Debit side.
okay. So whenever you have a word personal, it means it is a drawing, and always the drawings will be on the debit side.
Debit side.
Debit
So
side.
here I'm going to write drawings account
Account
debit.
data to
How much is drawing? 2,500. 2. Now the situation is what I have to write. 2. Ma, remember, drawings will be only in 3 formats. Drawings will be only in how many formats? 3 formats.
3.
Either he can take cash, or he can take from bank, or goods. Okay, what are the 3 means he can take it? Either he can take cash, or
Cash.
from the bank,
Bank.
or from
goods.
the goods.
Or by
Goods.
So cash means we'll write simply cash. Bank means we'll write simply bank. But when goods are there, in our books, goods will be written in 2 names. One we call it as
stock.
stock. What we call? We differentiate. The above transaction, 10th transaction, one we call 10th and 15th. We represent with 2 names. Whenever we say goods or a stock, we represent with 2 names.
Purchase or sales.
Yeah, purchases or a sales. Now the question is, when that fellow is taking a goods, I should minus from which? Is it from sales I should minus, or is it I should minus from the purchases? That is the question now. So from where we are going to minus means, we will minus from purchases. From where we'll minus, ma?
Purchases.
Will transfer this account to the purchases. Why it is so? Why it is so? There is a reason. Blindly I'm not doing. Sales means what? Sales means what? We sold the goods. When we will write a sales map, when we sold the goods. Now, once the goods are sold, who is the owner? Myself or my customer?
Your customer.
Yeah, ఒక్కసారి గూడ్స్ అమ్మేసిన తర్వాత the customer becomes the owner of the goods. So when I want it, will I snatch from my customer? He will accept it?
No.
No,
ma'am.
Customer is ruled out now. Sales is ruled out. So leftover is what?
Purchases.
So purchases will be always with me. That's why I will minus anything related to the goods from the purchases only. Okay, is this clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So being goods withdrawn for personal use. Is this clear, ma? Next. Move on to the next transaction. What is the next transaction?
Sales to Nathan.
Sales to
Sales
Nathan.
to Nathan. Pick the two important words now.
Sales and Nathan.
Sales Nathan.
Sales and Nathan. And sales always stands on?
Credit.
Credit side.
Obviously. So Nathan
Debit
becomes a?
Debit side.
Debit.
So Nathan account.
Account.
Debit
Data to
to?
sales.
Yeah, that's it.
Sales account. 3,000.
Nathan account debit to sales account.
Sales account.
Ma, if any mistakes I'm making, you correct it while you are writing in the books because I'll be in a hurry, I'm doing it. So being goods sold to Nathan. Yes, what is the next thing?
Received 2,900 from Nathan after allowing discount.
Yeah, please pick the important words now.
Discount Nathan.
Received, ma'am.
Yeah, received. Received Nathan discount. Now received means obviously what we'll receive?
But sales received.
Cash.
Sales received.
Cash.
Just listen here. He said received rupees 2,900 from Nathan after allowing discount. सेल्स रिटर्न जब देता हूँ ना हम लोग उसको डिस्काउंट देंगे क्या? अच्छा भैया लेके आ गए ना हमारा प्रोडक्ट बोल के डिस्काउंट दे देते हैं क्या अपन?
नहीं.
So obviously what we received what na?
Cash.
Yeah, so cash is the one, Nathan is the second one, and discount. So discount we'll think later. First, what is important? Cash, Nathan.
And
Yeah, okay. Now, cash we received, he said, or paid, he said.
received.
Received.
Obviously, cash is coming to me. So what comes in should be on the?
Debit
side.
side.
So cash is on the debit side. So how much I got? 2,900.
2,900.
But actually, how much Nathan has to give, I don't know. He said after allowing a discount, but we don't know how much Nathan has to give. So what I'll do, I'll go to the previous transaction. What we had with the Nathan and what is the total amount. So please see.
Total 3,000. Discount was 100 rupees.
Yeah. So previously, Nathan was on the debit side with amount of how much? 3,000. So
3,000.
the total amount he has to pay me is 3. But he paid me only how much?
2,900.
2,900. So that 100 I should assume as what?
Discount.
And what is the rule I said? Discount will appear where there
On
is
cash side.
cash side. Yeah. So that's why the cash is on a debit side. So my discount also will be on the
Debit side.
Debit side.
so discount allowed. Huh.
100.
Okay. So what we are going to write here? We are going to write as being cash received and discount allowed. That's it. Please come down to the next.
Ma'am, I have small doubt.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Tell ma.
Cash account data to discount account data to Nathan account కాదా మ్యామ్?
రాదు నాన్న, నేను ఏమన్నాను, నామినల్ దగ్గర డిస్కౌంట్ అనేది లాస్ లాంటిది, అది లాస్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాఫిట్. డిస్కౌంట్ అనేది ఎప్పుడు కూడా వాల్యూ డిక్రీజ్ అయ్యి చేసేది. సో అది కొందరికి లాస్ అవుతుంది, కొందరికి ప్రాఫిట్. సో లాసెస్ ప్రాఫిట్స్ ఎక్కడ వెళ్తాయి అన్నాను, ఏ కేటగిరీలోకి వస్తాయి? రియలా, పర్సనలా, నామినలా?
నామినల్.
నామినల్. మరి నామినల్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఏముండాలి?
No name.
యా, నామినల్ లో ఎప్పుడు కూడా నో నేమ్స్ అనేది ఉండాలి. సో నాతన్ వైపు ఎప్పుడు రాకూడదు, నాతన్ వైపు
డిస్కౌంట్ ముందు 2 అనేది రాయొచ్చా రాయకూడదా అని?
అది నీకు డెబిట్ లో వచ్చినప్పుడు 2 ఎట్లా రాస్తాం, క్రెడిట్ లో వచ్చినప్పుడు 2 రాస్తాం. ఇప్పుడు మనకి మనం ఒకరికి పే చేస్తున్నప్పుడు మనకి డిస్కౌంట్ వస్తుంది కదా, అప్పుడు అది క్రెడిట్ లోకి వస్తుంది.
ఓకే మ్యామ్. ఓకే మ్యామ్.
వస్తుంది డిస్కౌంట్, ఒకసారి క్రెడిట్ లో వస్తుంది, డెబిట్ లో వస్తుంది, రెండు వస్తాయి నాన్న. కానీ అది ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ బట్టి. నాకు డబ్బు వచ్చేది ఉన్నప్పుడు నేను వాడికి డిస్కౌంట్ ఇస్తాను, అది నాకు లాస్, సో ఇట్ విల్ గో టు ద డెబిట్. నేను ఒకరికి పే చేసేది ఉండింది, అయితే వాడు నాకు డిస్కౌంట్ ఇచ్చాడు, సో అది నాకు బెనిఫిట్, అప్పుడు క్రెడిట్ లోకి వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
నెక్స్ట్.
Salary to the manager, Mr. Mohan, paid by check.
Yeah. Now pick how many words you can pick it up.
Salary.
Yeah, salary.
Mohan.
Check. Okay, 3 words you got it. Now, salary comes under which category?
Nominal.
Nominal. And nominal means? Nominal.
No name. So, Mohan.
Nominal ki conditions enti? First condition?
No name.
No name.
No name.
Type of చేద్దాం ఇప్పుడు ఇక. మోహన్ అవసరం లేదు ఇక మనకి, అంతే కదా?
So only salary and check.
Check అంటే
yeah, check means bank, correct. So see here,
Bank.
he said Mohan. Mr. Mohan, for me it's not none of my his business to enter into my transaction. For me, salary paid or received is important. So whom I paid or received, I'm not concerned because my nominal says no name. So I'm striking off Mohan. So left over are salary and a check.
And bank.
Yeah, check means
So
bank.
bank.
So what will write? No, paid annada, received annada.
Paid.
Paid means expenses. No, expenses comes on which side?
Debit.
So salary should be on the
Debit.
Salary account data to bank account.
yeah, salary account debit.
Data to
Bank account.
How much? 4,000 or 5,000?
1000. Being salaries paid by check.
Yeah. To bank account. Commerce students, nobody is sending me the message. I'm checking whether anybody is sending me the message or not.
Ma'am, I'm saying with no.
Oh, Tirtha. Being
I'm commerce student.
salary
By check.
paid by check.
Or bank.
Is it okay? Fine. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Take down screenshot. Meghana B. You are commerce or non-commerce, Nana?
Commerce, ma'am.